fuck with my niggas. Never jump ship, yeah, I'm stuck with my niggas. For the riches and the fame, all I had was my niggas. Never jeopardize the loyalty for cash on my niggas. Over everything or anything, I fuck with my niggas. Never jump ship, ever, I'm stuck with my niggas. For the bitches and the fame, all I had was my niggas. Never jeopardize the loyalty for cash on my niggas. For the record, we solid, niggas still reppin' squad up. So official, tell them suckers get they knots up. Before that, on my mama, we was broke niggas pelling 10 speeds through filet, pushing coke, nigga, Never folded like a catalog, money in my dialogue. Good job now, but the shooters in my car log. Bad bitch and she get straight to the head, nigga, sorta like a Tylenol. Ill with the pen and pad, where my squad niggas at. Illest feeling when your verse come on and niggas knowing it.
What's up? What's up? What's poppin'? Hey yo, it's NateDoggSac916 coming at you live from Sacramento. Hey man, y'all know what it is, man. Go and hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell, man, if y'all want to keep catching this fire content, man. And if you see something you like or something you want to speak on or even a question you got to ask for me or my guest, man, hit me in the comments below. And if I don't answer there as soon as you want me to, go to Instagram at Nate.Dog916 or Facebook at Nate Jackson. And hit me up on a message. I'll get at you as soon as I can. I work, I do videos, I'm doing stuff, so don't think I'm ignoring you. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But today, today, we're going across the water, y'all. So without further ado, man, what they call you, where you from, homie?
The name's Dave, brother. So my name is Dave. They call me King Dave, some people. On the streets, they called me Irks, though. So in jail, on the streets, man, my boys and my crew in prison, they called me Irks. But the name's Dave, brother. Dave. And yeah, I lived over in Australia. I'm back here in New Zealand now, though, born in New Zealand.
Right.
So yeah, cheers for having me on, brother. Yeah.
Welcome. Cheers, man. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you helping me bridge the gap between this water, man, and let's bring a different look.
See that water behind me, bro?
Yeah, I see that. It's a beautiful background, man. That's amazing, man. I'd love to see that type of stuff. Yeah. So I mean, let's give the people a little bit about how growing up was for Dave, or AKA Irk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, bro. Growing up was fine, man. You know, like I wasn't to the you know. So I've seen a bit, man. You know, I've seen on YouTube about how it is in America, man. So you know,
right.
I wasn't as crazy as that, you know. Right. But you know, there's craziness everywhere though, in every country. You know, right. You got poor people everywhere. You got all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so it was pretty normal, man. Working class, single mother. Little bit of trouble, man, but nothing major.
Okay, so like over there, do they have an actual juvenile system? Like if you were a juvenile and you got in trouble, is there like places and facilities for you guys?
Yeah, no, so there's facilities and stuff. So a little bit about me. So I'm from New Zealand originally, and then I moved as an early teenager to Australia. Okay. So but coming up in New Zealand, stayed away out of the system, bro. You know what I mean? You know, got into a little bit of trouble though, but was just fortunate enough to, was just mischievous, bro, you know? Like, right. But here in New Zealand, man, so where I first originally was from, it was about a town of, say, about 20,000 people. Okay. You know, so, I mean, in America, I guess that's pretty small compared to San Francisco. You know?
Right,
I mean,
right.
The population of New Zealand is 4 million.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's smaller than most cities in America. You know what I mean? So,
I think California might have more than that. I think. I'm not positive on the population numbers.
Yeah, bro, yeah. So,
but okay, so at least something happened for you to decide, I don't want to be in the house no more. I want to jump off the porch, as we say over here, and get out in the streets and start mixing it up.
Like, you know, don't get me wrong, man. You know, there's always, you know, yeah, of course, there's something that pushes you into that, you know. So me, myself, you know, there's stuff going on at home, you know, just, but, you know, I mean, the way I look at it, it's just normal, you know, when you're coming up around the guys I know now that sort of have those dramas at home, it's pretty normal, bro, you know. Right. But, yeah, little stuff at home, man. Mum's stressing out. I mean, my mum's working 2 jobs, man, you know what I mean, to support us. So it's like, you know, she's stressing out all the time, you know what I mean? So, this is how I realize now, though, you know, like when I was younger, sort of like you just hear the yelling all the time, and, you know, shit like stuff like that. And because my mum was working a lot, I was got like, I could just do whatever, you know what I mean? Like from a young age, you know, I could sort of just, like my mum trusted me to be able to like look after myself, I guess. Like, and fair enough though, but it's just, yeah, so I used to like hang out with my neighbors a lot. Yeah, you know what I mean? And, you know, yeah, just do little stupid stuff.
And that just went where it went, basically.
But yeah, because I was just lonely at home, you know what I mean?
Right.
When I was young, it's like, fuck, you know, I don't want to sleep at, you know, like scary as well, you know, at a young age. So it's like hanging out with my neighbors, sleeping there sometimes, you know, and like, and then, yeah, just progressed from there, man, you know. Then, you know, later on in the years, our stepdad enters the picture, you know, and then there's the shit that comes with that. And then, yeah, moving to Australia, bro, early teenager, and then, yeah, man, just fucking around in the...
So is that when it popped off, when you finally moved to Australia?
Yeah, it was building up to that, you know what I mean, which is why I went there, you know what I mean. I was getting kicked out. Started getting kicked out, you know what I mean, and, yeah, so then went to Oz, bro. And then, yeah, just, I don't have any intentions of changing, bro, you know, put it that way. You know, I was 14 and that, and it was like, you know.
Okay, so then eventually you got caught up for something. Wait. Now, were you part of a gang out there? Do they have gangs out there, or like crews, or?
Yeah, so like I'll break that down quickly.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
In New Zealand, for example, I mean, look, let's look at things per capita. You know what I mean? Let's look at, you know, size, you know. So like I said, New Zealand population is about 4 million.
Okay.
But I mean, the crime rate for that, statistic-wise, like with the crime rate, it's quite high here. You know what I mean? So there is for the population, there is quite a high murder rate here. You know, like we've already had a few this year. Yeah, so there are gangs, bro. There's definitely gangs. You got Bloods and Crips here, bro.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. So like a little also. So we like sort of refer to ourselves, I guess, as like Polynesians, bro. So like islanders.
Yeah.
So me myself. So I'm part Maori, part Cook Island. So Rarotongan. But the collective Polynesians, you got like Samoan, Tongan. So you got those in, like, you got islanders in San Francisco, yeah? Or?
Right. Well, I'm from Sacramento, but yeah.
Oh, not Sacramento. Sorry,
but I'm a San Francisco fan. But yeah, I'm from Sacramento. I'm from the capital.
Yeah. So you got many islanders?
But we got islanders. Yeah, we got islanders like a lot.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well. So yeah. So yeah. So there's a lot of islanders here. So yeah, there's definitely gangs. And so in Australia as well. So in Aussie though, you got more bikey, so like motorcycle clubs.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's sort of the thing over there. But yeah, so me myself, I was in a prison gang, bro. So when I eventually went to prison, so I went.
Well, hold on. Let's not jump ahead. Let's not jump ahead to that. So you were on the streets and something ended up happening to end up them wanting to send you to prison.
Yeah. Oh, bro. So you know when I went over there, like you know, I was bro, like I don't want to say smart, but just like I don't know, man. I knew what I was doing, bro. You know what I mean? Like crime wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was fucking around on the street, bro, and yeah, you know how it is, man. Breaking into houses, bro. You know, bro, any sort of crime, bro. You know what I mean? What is that, man? You know
just down for whatever at that time.
Yeah, just whatever, man. You know, we started cars and stuff, and then we're going to burglaries, and now we're pulling on the belly now. You know what I mean? We're doing that now, and
the ski mat. Okay, so you said pull it on the what? The belly?
The balaclava.
So is that like a ski mask?
Yeah. Bro,
Okay.
We're doing that sort of stuff, bro. We're doing, man, we're even going into warehouses and stripping copper, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay, like for recycling.
I've done that, yeah, man.
Okay.
You know, ripping the
Okay.
rubber off. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, you know, just
Yeah.
whatever.
Whatever to
You
get
know?
some
But
cash.
like I said, it's not because when I went to so I went to Melbourne, bro, and it was just like, man, it was just like for me, I just thought it was fairly easy. You know what I mean? Like to just do stuff, like.
Right.
Yeah, because Melbourne doesn't have like a huge high crime rate for the size of.
Okay. So you had easy
There is
victims.
crime. There is crime. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, but it's just at the time when I was moving over there, a whole bunch of people were moving over from New Zealand. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there were a lot of like islanders, like Samoans and Tongans, that were moving there, and they were just the same as me, like thinking the same. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we've just moved from New Zealand, which is small. So moving to Melbourne, so that's a big move for me, you know, coming from New Zealand. So, I mean, going to America is just even more of a shock, you know what I mean?
Have you been here?
Yeah, bro. So I went over there when I was young, bro. Yeah, I actually went over there, man. So I was fortunate enough to go over there with my mum. Yeah, so I went over there. That was a shock, bro, but I was young, bro. You know, so I don't really remember, but.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you doing whatever you got to do. You out there in the streets, whatever putting food in your cupboards and money in your pocket. That's what you're doing.
Oh, bro. So when I'm into Melbourne, so I've left home. I didn't stay with my mum for long, bro. I've taken off, ran up. You know, so I'm living on the street as well, bro.
Okay.
You know, sniffing paint, bro. You know what I mean? Straight out.
Okay.
You know, we're hanging at the train stations, bro. You know, yeah, sniffing paint, bro, doing shit like that.
Right. Anything to get high.
Yeah, anything to escape reality, brother.
I got you.
Anything to, yeah.
So eventually, what do you call them? The cops out there? Y'all call them the cops, the pigs, whatever you guys call them out there.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, y'all might have a different wording for them.
Oh, no, well, Melbourne, we call it the Jack Shop, bro. So,
See? There you go.
We call the police the Jacks.
Okay, the Jacks. So eventually the Jacks wanted to snatch you up for something and put you away for something.
Yeah, they got a pinch out of me, bro.
Yeah, pinch. Yeah, pinch you. Yeah. So what did they? What did you get pinched for? Pardon me?
They finally got me.
Yeah. So when they did pinch you, what did they pinch you for? Was it a string of crimes, or did they actually pinch you for a specific crime?
String of crimes, man. Just a little string of crimes, but just breaking in this, bro. You know what I mean? So I was a bit of a thief.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a thief, bro. So I just broke in. So they just had built this shopping center in the neighborhood,
right?
And I used to walk through there every night, and so yeah, I sussed it out, bro. And I knew that the alarms weren't working and all of that, so I just went and just simultaneously just went into all of them. And yeah, no violence involved, bro.
Right.
You know,
Good thing. That's a good thing.
I did have another charge though, so I was on bail for violent charges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then yeah, so I ended up doing a bit of time, bro. Not long though, bro. I did like it's time, bro. Time's time. But I did like 7 months, 6-7 months. So just about over half a year, bro.
Right.
I done.
Okay, so you went to prison for that time, or you were county that time?
Yeah. No, so what they had over here, in Melbourne, they had this place called Malmesbury. So I went there. So that was like 18 to 21.
Okay.
So I went there and did my little stint there.
Right.
Yeah, bro, did my little stint there, man, like it was nothing, bro. Yeah, man. There.
Like a boss?
I just went in, I did my time, bro, and you know, just got out, bro. Because at that point, I was all my mates had done time, bro. You know what I mean? I was the only one that had stayed out. So I was a regular, man. You know what I mean? So in the neighborhood, bro, in the area, I was the regular not to have done time at that point, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but then I went in that time. You know what I mean? So as soon as I went on, I just had boys around me. So it was just like a laugh. You know what I mean?
So you clicked up. So once you got there, everybody knew you already anyway. So you
so when I went to this spot, I actually so I met up with some boys, but you know how it is, bro. You know how when you just see people around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're seeing people around the streets, you know what I mean? So when I went and I just saw heaps of people. But yeah, sorry. So when I got out and went back, and then I went to the pen, then that was when I had all my boys around me, and you know what I mean? Yeah. But when I went in that first time, so yeah, it was sort of that experience of, oh yeah, I've seen that guy around, you know what I mean? So when I went in, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen that. Oh yeah, I saw that guy. I've seen that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh.
And that can help you. I know from a convict standpoint that's a good thing when people know you already, or people recognize you. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, he's a street cat. I know him.
Yeah, no, when I went in there, there was another Islander bloke there. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, I've seen him at children's court. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know. But yeah, because it was sort of like a school experience, really. You know what I mean? Or like a uni experience, even prison. You know what I mean?
What's uni?
Like, university.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, university.
Okay, so
yeah, but,
so you're there, you get sentenced to your time, and they send you to prison.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So I done that little stint here that got out.
Yeah.
I was out for like 2 months. You know, just got out, bro, straight into it again, like nothing, like I'd never gotten out. And then I went back in, and then I copped 2 years for robbery.
Ooh.
And then that was when I went back.
Oh, so you went from doing 7 months, came back and did 2 years?
Yeah.
That ain't no joke. Now we starting to up. I mean, like you said, time is time, and you know, if from 1 day to 18 years, it's time. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
But
that's
jumping
right.
from 7 months to 2 years, that had to be a big difference. Like stuff changes, when you start to do years, stuff outside starts to change. You know what I mean? When you get back out, stuff's different.
For sure. Like, look, bro, I'll put it this way, man. Like, that was just, like, I knew I was, like, at that point, I thought I was, like, prison was it for me, really.
Right.
I mean, man, because the thing is, when I got out, man, like, it was like, you know, I was doing this and that, but really, I wasn't happy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, who cares if I go back to prison? So then when I went back to prison, because it was like, fuck, I want to make a name for myself in here.
In prison.
Yeah. Like, because that was how I looked at prison. You know what I mean? I looked at it as a challenge sort of thing, you know? So when I went to prison, it was like, look, the logical thing is, if I'm going to live a life of crime, I'm going to spend a large majority of it in prison.
Okay.
So if I'm going to do that, then, bro, I'm going to make my mark in here. You know what I mean? Like, bro, by the time I finish doing my time and all that, bro, they're going to remember me. You know what I mean? My name's going to go down in here, man. So that was how the whole gang thing started, man. That was how me and the boys started up a gang and doing all of that.
Oh, you guys started the gang?
Yeah, bro, yeah.
Okay.
So we started.
Are you able to say anything about that gang?
Oh, look, I'll say this, man. So I've done a few little podcasts and that.
Yeah, respectfully, if it's anything that got to do with politics, I don't, you know what I mean? I don't want you getting yourself in trouble or me in trouble by talking about it. So, you know, but only what you can say, of course.
Yeah, no, thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, you know how it goes for criminals like us, bro. And so we're very, you know, particular when it comes to that sort of stuff, bro, about prison, bro, because it is, you know, you can't just go around talking about that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and the homies are still getting down. We can't give up no information.
Yeah, shit, man. You know, it's still going on. We're just trying to do right out here, bro.
Facts.
You know, but yeah, man, definitely don't forget my boys in there.
But did you personally have to be put onto a gang? Like did you have to put in work to be part of it, or?
So I'll give you a little quick rundown. So when I went to prison, to the pen, all right, so it is a little bit race orientated.
Okay.
It is changing now, so it is becoming more of a thing now. You know what I mean? So the system is trying to make it a bit like America now. You know what I mean? Like it's getting a bit segregated now.
Oh, okay.
But when I first come in, it was just it was just like I went in, I had my co-offender there. When I walked in, it was like one of the boys was there, another Islander, Samoan, so he just like, you know, grabbed my bags and stuff and was like, walk me to my cell, you know, got me the bottom bunk off the bat, you know what I mean? Because, you know, so someone was sleeping on the bottom bunk, bro, and Bammy was just like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to chuck your shit on the top.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, true. You know what I mean? Like, so that's how it is. You know what I mean? Like, you don't sleep on the top. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay. And old mate jumped straight on the top as well. You know, he didn't argue. So he just jumped on the top. I was like, oh, okay. And so, yeah, I was just, but when I come in prison, I was just like, all right, I want to run a mission. You know what I mean? Like I want something real quick. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
So when I was, for count, so we got count, or muster, when they go around counting you and that.
Right.
So I was like taking my time sort of thing, and which you don't sort of do, you know what I mean? You don't do that because then it takes longer. But but anyway, someone told me to hurry up and that, and yeah, so I just stepped to him straight away, you know what I mean? Like off the count afterwards. I didn't even hear him. I just heard that he had said something. Apparently he didn't even say anything, but once someone told me, oh yeah, he said something, like sort of told you to hurry up, bam, I just went and saw him straight away in the cell.
Yeah.
Walked in there, I was like, bro, did you say something? You know what I mean? Like, you know, fuck, bro, don't fuck around, you know what I mean? And that was just how it was, man. Nothing happened, you know what I mean? Because he backed down quick. He backed down real quick. But, you know, that was just how I looked at the situation. Like, bro, I can't let anyone just
ain't no nothing passes. No slide, no passes at all.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then after that, you know what I mean. So he was an Aboriginal guy, you know what I mean. So that's like Australians, so the native Australians.
Yeah.
So, but then you got the politics side of things, you know what I mean. So it was sort of like I sort of learned later on that you can't really do things like that per se. No. You can, but it's just like
there could be consequences.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. There can be. There can be. So yeah.
Oh, I learned that the hard way. Yeah, I know.
Always a respect thing as well, you know what I mean? Because you never know, because there could be a time later on where the numbers could be different, and then you're standing by yourself, and then they're gonna be like, you know,
remember when you did that?
yeah. Because then you're doing years and you're staying in prison. I mean, bro, people got a long memory in there.
Oh
man.
yeah. Definitely.
I've seen it heaps of times, man, where someone's done something wrong, and then a couple of years later he goes, "Oh yeah, my bad about that. You know, I'm Muslim now.
No,
changed my life." Yeah, nah, bro.
Yeah, nobody forgot.
And you know, yeah, I've seen it happen, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there is actually quite a few. So in Australian prisons, I'll give you quick demographics, I guess. Like, so you got Islanders. But then you got like the Vietnamese. So this is Melbourne. So we've got the Vietnamese, Asians. Then you've got like the Italians, so like European.
Okay.
Italian, Greek, and then you've got like so it's a melting pot. You know, you've got like Lebanese. You've got like Middle Eastern, Iraqi.
Oh wow. Okay.
Assyrian.
It's a lot mixed up over there.
Oh yeah, bro. So it's definite.
We got blacks, whites, and Mexicans, and then we got some Asians and Polynesians and others, but it's like
they're all together. Yeah. So
it's like one group. It's like here it's just like there's the three main cars are the blacks, the whites, and the Mexicans, and then everybody. I mean, salute to the Asians and the others, you know. But when you the predominant part of the population are black, whites, and Mexicans. But to have, like you said, all those different races in one yard, it's like, wow, okay, that's new.
Yeah, no, well, so like I said, man, like, so like, so it's not as segregated as it is in America.
Right.
Okay, so there is mingling, you know what I mean? So if everything's all good on the yard, bro, and I guess everyone's eating, you know what I mean? Then there's mingling, bro. You know what I mean? It's not like there's I mean, you can even sit at another table, bro. You know what I mean? With another race, really. You know what I mean? But at the same time, but that's when everything's all good, bro. But I mean, when it is drying up, you know what I mean? When the yard's drying up and not everyone's getting there, I guess you could say, if you understand that, then there is a bit more politics, and then everyone's not hanging out as much. Because when things happen in prison, it's logical that in a group setting you're gonna stick to your race. You know what I mean? Because you've got guys all across the state. So if you're looking for a connection, the race is really it. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
Yeah, there's no other. So yeah.
Even if, and yeah, I've even tried to explain to people that most people in California don't grow up, and from my experience, didn't grow up racist. It's just
Yeah.
we hang out with our people. We hang out with the people that we grew up around, the kind of people we grew up around. That's what we're comfortable with. So it's not about being racist against other people. We just stick to what the most comfortable spot.
Oh man, it's definitely the system, bro. You know what I mean? The system definitely creates it, bro.
The system will definitely make it a racist issue, a racial issue.
Yeah, like bro, even talking about race is like you know, the powers that be love division, bro. You know what I mean? They love the people divided.
Yeah.
And race is one of the biggest dividers. You know what I mean?
So,
and the system enforces it, bro. Like in the prison system now. So I'm talking to the homies and that, and you know, like they're putting up fences between races now. You know, so they're trying to create that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So coming from the perspective of here and looking at what in America, like it's definitely hitting that way, bro. You know what I mean? It's definitely hitting that way.
I'm gonna pray for the brothers, man. The homies is locked on both sides of the water, man. Because
well, don't get me started on prisons and the money making. You know, because
we already know. If they want to see that, then they can tune into the Felon Show, and they can watch all of that. Because you got a whole list of stuff you talk about. If they want to talk, that'll make them want to come back for more. But you and the Felon Show is on YouTube, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so the Felon Show's on YouTube, bro. If you just type that in, man.
Yeah, type in the Felon Show. Look for Dave's face and go subscribe, man. Go like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. He posts pretty often, man. So make sure y'all go over there and check the brother out in New Zealand, man. But let's get into it, man. So let's get to the gritty part, man. You did 2 years, second time.
Yeah. Yes, bro. Yeah.
At some point, you're part of a clique.
Yeah, so I went back in, bro. Done my little time then, and so I went back in. So I went to the jail. So I guess you call it county jail. So that's remand. So over in Oz or here they call that remand, bro.
Okay.
So remanded in custody. So
okay.
I was at the remand center, which is yeah, bro. I just had a couple of homeboys around me, bro. Like I said, man, I went into prison wanting to make a name for myself. That's what I was gonna do. You know what I mean? So I had the boys in that, and we were on the main yard there. So that was A yard. So that was like the little fuck up yard. You know what I mean? Like the screws try to send me there, trying to scare me. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah,
oops.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, bro. You can't just do whatever you want over there. You know what I mean? So we went over there, and we were just like, bro, we're just gonna start a gang. We're just gonna start a crew of boys, because it was like, bro, because we were new to prison, we're young in that. Like I said, by that point I was the last one to do time. Right. You know what I mean? So all my boys had already pretty familiar with the system coming up through juvenile. Mind you, I'm 19, so we're 19, 18, 19. So it's like, because when we come to prison, it's like what you say on the yard doesn't really, you know what I mean? Because everyone just looks at you as like, oh yeah, you just like, you know, like when it comes to, okay, let's say the dope game. You know, so that's no secret, you know what I mean? And, you know, the corrections, Victoria and Melbourne are all about that. So with like the little drug game and stuff like that, it's like, it's sort of hard for us to get a seat at the table, if you know what I mean? Because like we're young in that, we're trying to make a name, but we don't have any money on the outside. So we're street kids as well, you know what I mean? So we're street guys. We're not big time drug dealers. So when it's like that, yeah, you know, what you have to say doesn't mean much on the yard, especially to guys that's been in there over a brick, you know what I mean, over 10 years or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so it was like, man, we just got to start something up. You
know call 10 years a brick?
Yeah, bro. So it's 10 years as a brick.
Okay.
So
you guys start your crew?
Yeah, so we started our little crew up, man. Started doing our little thing, man. Started just putting in little work here and there on the yard. So the bikies and that have a bit of control. Muslims have a bit of control. because of the Middle Easterns. So you got the Arabs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got a fair bit of weight on the yard. So, and then there's us though, you know. So, yeah, just as time's going on, man. Also in that 2-year stint, So in that 2-year stint, man, I'm putting in work a little bit, man. Running in on people, beating people up,
Right.
for whatever reason.
Right.
Doing little 2-week terms in the hole, or the slot. So we call the hole a slot.
Okay.
And then I got involved in a riot. So a little riot popped off with the officers. Yeah, a couple got hospitalized, bro. This is in the Melbourne terms here. So I guess in America, this would be called like a melee, bro. So it'd just be like, in Melbourne terms, there was a little riot popped off. Then I went to Supermax. So that was my first taste of Supermax. And, so, 23-hour lockdown, bro. All of that.
Oh, the shoe.
Cameras.
Okay.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, the shoe. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was my first taste. So at 20, I went to Melaleuca, which at the time was like the highest security unit in the state.
Okay.
So I went there. So I had my 21st there. You know what I mean? So that's fairly young, bro. You know what I mean? To be in the highest security unit, in the state. So that was sort of what birthed my crew, bro. So our crew is called G-Fam, bro. So Gangster Fam.
Okay.
Yeah. So that
Are
was
you guys like
gang.
Bloods or Crips, or you guys are just your crew?
Nah. So we're just a prison gang, bro. But so because we got guys from across the state.
Okay.
So it works in this sense. So quickly to finish that. So in the Supermax, that was sort of where it got started, where G-Fam got started proper, you know what I mean? And it wasn't too long after that. So I ended up doing my 2 years, bro. So I got out from Supermax and then got out.
Right.
I was out for like 2 months again.
Mm.
And then I went back and then I copped 4.5.
Oh,
I went back in and did 4.5 years. Yeah. And then I went in and did that. Okay. So, but in that 2-year stint, that was when G-Fam got started. So that's not even that long ago, bro. We're talking about 2014, man. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's right when I got out.
Oh shit, yeah, bro, yeah. So when you got out, man.
Yeah.
So this is when I was just in there doing my thing.
Okay, so you end up going back doing your 6. You know what I mean? Of course, you're a general in the clique because you helped start it.
Yeah.
So you come home. You finally do your last bid. You come home.
Yeah.
What's David doing now? What's David doing now to change his path? If you don't mind me saying it like that.
Oh, so when I done my last little bit, yeah, bro, I went through a little bit in my personal life, bro. So nothing to do with prison and that. But yeah, bro, just went through a little bit, and it really made me reevaluate my whole life, man.
Okay.
So yeah, and I just realized, fuck, I don't want to do this shit anymore.
Right.
I was like, let's be like real about this as well. I'm fortunate that I was like, a founding member, like you said, bro. You know what I mean? So it's a bit different, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's but yeah. So I sort of was like, fuck, I sort of want to step back, man.
I know what it's like to have stripes on your shoulder and be able to kick back if you want to and not have to do nothing.
Bro. Yeah. So yeah, you know how it is, man.
Oh yeah.
So that's exactly. So
yeah, man. 17 years, bro. 17 years. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's a long fucking time, bro. Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, I sort of stepped back in that. Got out, got deported, bro. So I got sent back to New Zealand. Fuck, that was a heartbreaker, bro. It was a heartbreaker.
You didn't want to go back to New Zealand?
Nah, I didn't want to come back, bro.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was a blow, man. That was a blow. So coming back to a land I hadn't been to in a bit. Didn't think I would ever come back to either. You know what I mean? I came back here, bro. Got straight into work though. Okay. Started working, furniture moving, family business. Okay. Got back into that. Yeah, bro, it was tough, man. You know, I didn't have much, bro, coming back here, man. You know, sleeping on the couch, bro. You know, hard to sleep at night, bro. Yeah, nah, fuck, I wasn't doing good when I come back here, bro. It was, yeah, not sleeping, not eating.
Right.
Yeah.
And then now we're
Yeah,
moving
no,
forward.
so, bro, but don't get me wrong, the whole time I was working, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going back to prison.
Yes,
This
sir.
is a fresh start for me. And then I just got into this whole social media thing, man. You know what I mean? This whole inspiring people to do better. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? That's what I want to do, bro. I'm gonna be talking at schools and everything, man. You know what I
That's
mean? I
right.
want to do all of that stuff, bro. Because like I said, New Zealand is getting deported back here. It's a fresh start for me, bro.
Right.
Um, I don't have to worry about getting hassled by the police and stuff like that, man, because I'm just a working citizen. You
And you
know
can
what I
help
mean?
some of these young kids.
Back in Oz, you know what I mean? It's like that they don't want you to see. They don't want you to see you do better. Once they check your record and then it's like, boom, oh
It's
yeah,
over
get
with.
out the car. You know, yeah, man. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how long you've been out of trouble for. You know what I
So
mean?
now you're working towards helping kids and
Oh yeah,
talking
definitely,
to
man.
people and
So,
letting them know.
my whole Instagram thing. So I got a little Instagram page.
Yeah, what's your Instagram?
Dat Dave, bro. DAT.king.Dave.
I'll put it at
So
the bottom of the screen.
yeah, bro.
dat.king.dave. Dave Obeda.
I got a little thing called the Fallon Show, man. So I'll do a
Felon
whole
Show.
bunch of page, bro. I'm trying to keep people healthy, man. I'm trying to get people on that health vibe. Trying to get people drinking water and lots of it.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to wake people up to what's going on in the world, man. So
I got my water,
nice,
man. I got my water.
nice. You gotta stay hydrated, mate.
Definitely.
Body 70% water.
Look at me.
70%.
Look at me. 45 years old.
Yeah, bro. Really?
It's the water.
No.
It's the water. It's the water. Stay hydrated,
Yeah, bro.
man.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So if there's we running this kind of long. So if there's anything you can send a message out. First of all, if you want to send a shout out to any of your bros, go ahead and send them out now in case they want to check it out.
Yeah, bro. Look, man. Straight up, bro. I'll tell you this, man. I'm holding it down for my peoples, man. That's why I'm doing this shit, man. That's why I'm pushing, man. That's why I'm doing all of this. At the end of the day, I'm trying to help people at that. But man, I'm trying to push for my peoples, man.
Yes,
you know what I
sir.
mean? I'm trying to get my people's money in their account. You know what I mean, man? I want my boys kept out of trouble in there, getting parole. I want my boys having lawyers. I want my boys having good fucking legal advice, man. You know what I mean? So I'm holding it down for my peoples here, man. That's GFAM. GFAM, man. So that's the island, the prison gang in Melbourne. Boys are holding it down, man. We're trying to keep strong in this crazy time, man.
Yes, sir. So if you could talk to 14-year-old David right now, as today, what would you tell him, man? What would you give to a message to a 14-year-old kid walking down the same path you was walking down at that time?
I would look him in the eye, man, and I'd tell him that things are gonna get better for you, kid. You know what I mean? I'll tell him, things are gonna get hard for a bit, man, but things are gonna get better. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'll tell myself, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is in this world. You know what I mean? Like, it's tough in this world, man. It's a kid that says no to drugs and yes to an education in this day and age is a fucking miracle, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
The odds are stacked against us, man. Especially me as an islander, you as an African American.
Right.
The odds are stacked against us in our countries off the bat. Man, you could in this country here, you could be an islander and come from a rich family and still get looked down on. You know what I mean? Like, because that's your odds are just stacked against you.
Yes,
but you gotta fight against it, man. Educate yourself. There's nothing more that the police hate nothing more than a guy that knows what he's on about. A guy that knows the law, knows his rights. Police hate that, man. Police love guys that say fuck the police. Yeah. Police love the people that go, oh, fuck the police, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? They love that. But they hate the people that know their rights, that know that what they're entitled to, man.
Read.
You know what I mean? So educate yourself, read. That's all I did in Supermax. I read the library in and out. whatever I could get my hands on, man, and it helped me out here.
Okay. So,
you know what I mean?
So we're going to kill it because this has already gotten pretty long. Hey, first and foremost, I'd like to thank David Obeda, a.k.a. King Dave, for popping in on my show, man, giving y'all some knowledge about how it goes down in New Zealand, man. Salute, brother. I appreciate you taking the time today. And just so y'all know, if y'all don't take nothing else from this story, this shit is the same all over the world, man. We all struggling, and we all can do better, man. So if you don't do nothing else in your life, man, stay loyal to yourself, man.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, all day.
Stop.